watchdog group Judicial Watch tonight suing the CIA for communications between former CIA Director John Brennan and former top Senate Democrat Harry Reid. Did Brennan feed Reid information about alleged Russian collusion with the Trump campaign so Reid would then publicly push that narrative during the 2016 campaign? That's what they're trying to find out. Chris Farrell is Director of Investigations and Research at Judicial Watch and joins us live. Chris, great to have you with us.
Hey, Shannon.
Okay, so you've officially filed this lawsuit. Let's walk people through a little bit of what happened. In August, Brennan briefed a lot of folks, including then the top Democrat in the Senate, Harry Reid. 2 days later, Reid writes a letter. It includes this to Comey, then FBI director. The evidence of a direct connection between the Russian government and Donald Trump's presidential campaign continues to mount. The American people deserve to have a full understanding of the facts from a completed investigation before they vote this November. He had to know the letter would go public. So now that narrative about collusion is now within the election conversation.
Sure. This is just one of the channels by which the Stop Trump gang, and there was obviously a handful of operators here, used various systems, whether it was the executive branch agencies, the Congress, to feed this narrative in and just have it create the perception that, well, everyone says, and well, everyone knows, and there's an echo chamber effect. And once everyone starts saying the same thing, it takes on a life of its own. And it's an information operation. It's how the public is manipulated. It's how the media is manipulated. And all you need is, the tiniest little kernel of half-truth, and they embroider and embroider and embroider, and they start repeating one another, and this echo chamber has a very negative effect.
Well, we all remember 4 years prior to that, Harry Reid took to the Senate floor and said the word on the street, quote, is that Romney didn't pay taxes, or something to that effect, that people are saying.
It's rumor and innuendo, it's slanderous in many cases, and it's an old word, but it's a good one, calumny, right? It's false swearing. It's when you just say stuff to destroy someone's reputation. They don't care if the facts are true or if they're right. You just throw it out there and just hope that it gains momentum or takes on a life of its own. But this is a deliberate, orchestrated act by a set of people that are really part of this Stop Trump gang.
Well, and I know that you're trying to get to the documents that hopefully will give you more information. You're asking for any communications between Brennan and Reid or their staffers with respect to this collusion narrative that they wanted out there. Now, a quote from the book Russian Roulette, which was written by Michael Isikoff and David Corn, people who were close to this story in many ways. They said this: Reid concluded the CIA chief believed the public needed to know about the Russian operation, including the information about the possible links to the Trump campaign. They're saying Reid thought that he was taking this information from Reid and being the conduit then to go public with it. Maybe he believed that's why Brennan gave him the information.
Look, these are very sophisticated, very sharp political operators. They didn't just, fall off the turnip wagon. They know exactly what they're doing. And one of the ways to move the narrative out of the CIA and get it into the media stream, into the political stream through Congress, is to have Reid act as a channel to do that. And he can say, well, look, I was in consultations with the CIA director, and this is a very grave matter. Here's a very senior member of the Democratic leadership acting as the conduit for this. And it's just another way to advance the narrative and to increase sort of this sense of a momentum of the importance of the story. Well, so we want to see what really was going on, who was briefed, who was involved. The only way to really understand this is to shed light on it. We're going to do it.
Well, and as you wait for those documents and continue to fight, which you all successfully do on a number of key cases, I know that the House Judiciary Committee Chairman Bob Goodlatte says he's got questions for Brennan and would like to ask him those in another setting. So we'll watch for that.
A lot of people have questions for Brennan.
Yes, they do. All right, Chris, great to see you tonight. Thanks for coming.
Thanks very much.